Following the penalty, here's Gordon. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it'll be second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Gordon on first down. And an alley to run. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will... get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mahomes going to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Agnew now to return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional rank. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to face a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Out of the gun now on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. Hunter Henry brings it in. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down.
Yellow, Argo 80. Check. 15. Check Topper. Switch. Yellow. Hold set.
Mike by
Box trap.
Mike by.
Hey, Ripley.
That's the way. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Right hand.
Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right.
Give me some.
And it's complete to Kelsey. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From midfield, here's Mahomes. A little check down to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, Do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Ready.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Chiefs, nothing.
One set.
53 for Mike.
Focus, defense, focus.
On 1st down, Gordon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He can't hang.
They'll look to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, here we go.
Check it back or check it back.
2nd and 10. Complete. It's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Set, ready. Pittsburgh, 53. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
On play action, they'll throw. Caught by Allen. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. They run it here with Gordon. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. He'll drop to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Let's go now. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mike, 44. Yo.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Buying time to his left. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Gordon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Kill. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Switch it.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. He's got the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. This is Gordon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the Chiefs are going to get him. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now here's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And a big 32-yard play on third. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Yellow, yellow. Go on, Eddie. Oh, here we go. Oh, check it out. 23.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Got a man. That's Trent Sherfield. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
Yellow.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Motion. Shoot.
Watch the shit.
They'll drop the throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up second down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Come on, now, let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And it's complete to Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete to Nauta, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Second and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Mahomes to throw once more. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Mahomes now on first down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 29.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got Allen. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one got.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Mahomes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On play action, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Charlie.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They go play fake. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, 10, touchdown. 50 the mic. 50 the mic. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.